Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Yusuf. Welcome back to the Outer Worlds, where for some reason we are back at the ammo range. Okay, that's fine. Right, let's have a chat with Niles, since he seems to have something on his mind.
Victor wasn't exactly the partner in crime I envisioned DeVries to have.
Why? What were you picturing?
Someone with a little more grit. That man back there? Reckon a tough crossword puzzle would have eventually sent him over the edge, even if we hadn't come along. I'm glad we were able to show him a little grace. DeVries obviously manipulated him into acting against his conscience.
Hopefully.
What might have happened if DeVries had led us in on her initial plan? Surely we wouldn't have been taken in by her rhetoric like Victor.
And no chance. Her plan was insane.
No, yeah, of course. Stupid question. It's just, I look at someone like Victor and see the trap I might have fallen into.
Yeah, but you and Victor are two very different people.
True. But DeVries is still DeVries.
Also
She's
true.
good at deconstructing folks, uncovering their points of failure. She'd have known I had my heart set on being a hero. After Triangulum, all I wanted was to do for other colonies what Augustine had done for mine. Still do, if I'm honest.
And you still can. Just stay focused on being the best agent you can be.
I will say, it's a lot easier to do just that nowadays. With you around, that is. Thanks for letting me wax for a bit. We can get back to what we were doing now. There was something else you needed.
Field tinkering.
I'm always happy to tool around for a bit. What did you have in mind?
Well, let's see what's available. Start by breaking down all the junk. Yep, got a few bits and pieces. Anything else? Slabs of meat, lots of headgear. Stealing is the question. The answer is yes. Fair point. 80% recharge rate. That could be useful at some point. Shock machine gun is obsolete, actually. We can break that down. Yoink! And a lot of these are duplicates, so the triple barrel can go. In fact, I think the other triple barrel can go. Cleo's the Hunt. Oh, single heavy damage projectile. Great against armor. But on the other hand, question mark lower base damage on question mark can definitely toss the trip blades. They're obsolete courtesy of the tossable stick. Not sure about some of this ammo. Yeah, the other triple barrel shot can go as well. Don't need that. And I think for the most part we are good. Might need to rethink a few things. Xyranium shotgun. Weapon now fires a 3-shot burst and inflicts xyranium on hit through a 5-magazine shotgun. Let's dispose of that. I am not convinced at all. Okay. Bonk. Ammo. How are we for ammo? Shells, shock rods, short rounds. Do need some of those. 1 batch of that. I'm okay for shotgun ammo. 2 more batches of shock rods wouldn't hurt. And yeah, we'll do another run of short rounds as well, which should get us reasonably up to speed on that front. Restock on inhaler charges. Sorted, I think. Yep, we're good. Okay. Well, did I ever check back in here? No, I did not. Why was there a high security lockbox lying around that I somehow missed? For Arcadia, no sacrifice is too great. Hey, J-Dog. Okay, the original mural seemed too spectacular to confine to one location. Copies would be fabricated, and so that any subject may feel the caress of true artistry, each copy was made to contain a piece of the original glorious mural. I see. Huh. Well, I suppose that's all very nice and symbolic. Right, let's get out of here and get on to doing something useful. Aside from that, somebody has apparently rammed a tram through the station. Huh. Interesting. Why is...
So we're stealing this, right?
No, we're not stealing it because it is busted. Also, why is that lit up? Yoink! We're stealing that, though. Ha ha! Okay, so it looks like there are 5 of these murals to be found, and each of them's got a piece. If we can reassemble the original, then loot. Ah. Well, I shall endeavour to make those as pleasant as I can. Okay, let's review. So, Azza wants us to kill Hierarch Siegler and the last remnants of the cell who locked her up and left her to, well, die horribly. More difficult. Yeah, let's go for stealth with Niles. Apply that. Ezra is fine for stabby. Where do you suppose she found an armor tailor? Alt supplies? I mean, there have to be some perks to joining a violent, bloodthirsty murder cult, right? Right? Yoink. Okay. So, aside from that, we have got the Xyranium. Let's have a look at the Xyranium manufacturer. We've covered further terminal entry from Abbott Newell that paid COI down capturing poor lights. We need to track that down. We also need to have another look at the Xyranium manufactory, as well as finding the Automech Doctor in the Guardian Estates, and also still recruiting this plumber. Huh. Oh, we need to get back to Durban, see what's going on with the mechs. So, plenty to do. Alright, map. What's first on the list? Decommissioned autonomous extractor. Yeah, we'll fast travel back to the extractorium. Have another quick poke around. Hey, Dunrunner. I don't think I missed anything there, but the quest hasn't updated. Right, uncover further evidence. Also, the critters are getting antsy again. Right. Check I've got the right thing marked on the trailer 20. Yep, we're good. Okay. Cigarette lighter, bit parts. Everything else seems busted. Thoroughly so. Now, what's going on with the Manufactorum? Can't interact with any of that. Might be some evidence around here that we've missed. Might be. Tippy toes, tippy toes. Angry droids. Oh, scrap. More Xyranium in the immediate area. Cultists are still very, very dead, which is how we left them and how we like them. What about the door here? That's all lootable. Oh, experimental storage locker key. Ah! The experimental storage locker. That's back at the N-ray range, isn't it? Loot all those dry. That's the one with the... I think that's the one with the shiny melee weapon in it that I couldn't get to earlier. Another look here. Pumping continues to be problematic. Chadwick allowed the facility to deteriorate so egregiously. Pumping's still awkward. And arch contrived indoors, radium fumes are eroding the mechanicals. Okay, so still nil of note there. We'll have the 0G brew. I still need to go... Oh, hang on. Partially disassembled autodoc. Might be able to salvage loot. If I had, you know, medical 5, which I don't. And won't for another couple of levels. Oh, never mind. Let's get upstairs and have another sweep round. Nil there, nil there. Anything over here? Well, I'll take the ammo and the loot. Ooh, vent shaft. Now, where do you go that might be important?
Bit of a tight squeeze here.
Yep. Suck it up. Maybe don't have so many sprat burgers. Ah. The roof. Okay. Where does this get us? Quick answer appears to be nowhere. Unless we check the tremicula of expediency. Have a quick sweep around here as well. Oh, hello. Ah, someone's private little contemplation area. Unfortunately, little of any loot use beyond the loot. I mean, I'm not complaining about loot, but I'm just saying there's not much of actual use here. Okay, down we go. And bounce. Alright, let's have a look at the Tremicula station and see if there are any clues to be had here. Ah! Another of the murals. Okay, so it looks like all 5 of the murals might be here. Same thing. Ah, here we are. Each of which will be housed in tram stations throughout Golden Ridge. Okay, so they're all, well, on this planet. That is something to keep an eye out for. Nil there. That's been looted. Upstairs. Oh, quit complaining. One of these days there's going to be a bleep bleep like that and then a boom of an exploding landmine. You know, just to make life more interesting. Okay. Not much to be had there, then. Alright. Let's trail south. Head for Doctors and Sideboard and see if we can get the automech. Then see what we need to do about the plumber. Plumber being the biggest problem, because I haven't figured out how to get him away. It needs a stupidly high speech check. Hello, Verminids. Well, that could have gone better. Okay. Well, that could have gone better. That's the wrong gadget. But I think we're okay. Food. Yay. Disable gadgets. Switch over to shielding. Because we're not chasing invisible enemies anymore. Now, what's this about? Abandoned auto-mechanical by the look of it. And nil else of note. Ah, I see. Well, Onwards. And we're on the wrong side of the river of instant death again. Really? Oh, plasma pistol. Could be interesting. But I do need a way across the river of instant Ziranium death. Hang on, what's this? Bounce, bounce, bounce. We have stuff. Possibly bandit flavoured stuff. Maybe civilization flavoured stuff. It's a sprat. Uh-oh, that sounded ominous. Hello? Anybody else? Oh. I hear them. The voice of the architect shows them. Tell me to go to the N-ray range to become one of them. This is a final note to other members of the Glorious Dawn. So they know not to be afraid of the voices. Hang on a second. Somebody lurking around here. We've got a corpse. Some arachnids. Everybody apparently going crazy, but I do not see a sign of voices. Huh. Curious. Alright. Let's move. We have other things to track down. And I need to find a way back across the river of instant death, preferably that doesn't involve fast travel. Yoink! Well, shocker, there isn't a way across the void room of instant death. Yoink. And nil of interest here, despite the crazy cult paraphernalia. What's this? The current pitchfall season has helped me keep my grey matter from pondering the invasion. His boastful haranguing may force me to report him for mental refreshment. Well, okay. They were just worshipping the local pitchball, tossball players. Take your pick. Now, what are these? Interesting resources is what they are. We need to get over there. The annoying thing is, I think we're going to have to go round. Which is, well, mildly vexing. Oh yeah, great tourist spot. People never want to leave. One dip and you're in for life. And I'm definitely not getting into that. Why did they put the mag rails straight over the pool of... You know what? I'm not even asking. It would not be the dumbest thing the corpos have done in this game. Okay, we are going to use fast travel, I think, just to spare some time. Oh, Zidanium Manufacturing 7's all the way over there. Huh. Okay, fine. Fort Endurance first. Talk to the guy who needs the 0G brew. And see if that gets us a payout. Then back, sort out the... Sort out... Oh, don't need that. Sort out the manufactory and raiding up some intel on everybody else, and we should be good. Mostly. Possibly. Bounce.
Stay in line or I'll knock you to the bottom of the org chart.
Wow. I'm sorry, who's got the giant gun? Actually, speaking of giant guns, Cleo's the Hunt. 55 damage. We'll try it over the shotgun. And where's that plasma pistol? 74 damage. Yeah. Worth a try, I suppose. Does take away my silenced options for the moment, but I can sort that later. Bonk. Slug shotgun. Should be interesting. Okay, where's our guard? There you are, Trooper Moody.
Hello, friend. Welcome to the most beautiful half-built landing platform on all of Dorado.
Probably.
Simple, friend. You see any sergeants barking orders? Any of those spidery crystal critters lurking in the rocks? Any order forces storming the area? No, you do not. The perfect blend of just close enough to the base to be safe, but not close enough for any officers to get nosy. And I still get paid the same as if I was a frontliner.
But awful far from the metal. You sound a little dry.
You've got me there. I sure could use a bottle of Zero-G brew if you have one.
Yeah, I got a bottle I don't mind parting with.
Thanks, friend. You're a lifesaver.
Sounds like easy bits. What happens when they resume construction, though?
There's the real beauty of it. They won't.
Aha!
Order's anti-air guns are a damn sight better than we expected. There's no reason to finish the landing pad on account of nothing can land. Command won't go back to building it until the war is won. Then I'm in no danger of being shot anyways. Maybe I'll even get a promotion for doing such a good job keeping this place safe.
So what about the ship hovering directly overhead?
The order gave us permission to keep a single emergency medical evacuation ship nearby. Would have really helped the troopers stationed in the outposts that just got wiped out. You know, if any of them had survived.
Oh?
With just one ship. Doubtful the contracts of anyone below a captain covers medical expenditure of that level. Oh well.
The orders anti-air guns were really that bad?
No doubt about it, friend.
Huh.
They've been blasting our landing craft out of the sky right, left, and center. I can't even imagine the total cost of it all. But as long as my bits keep rolling in, why should I care? Someone else is getting demoted for that, not me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to get back to my favorite pastime, doing absolutely nothing and getting paid for it.
So there's a medical evacuation ship available to the Auntie's forces on this world. Why haven't they evacuated the outpost? Huh. That was actually useful information. Not to mention a small sack of bits. Right. Yeah, outpost opportunity next, I think. Let's go talk to the doc here, because she needs some help with her auto mechanicals. This would probably be her.
What in the scrupulous name of profitable deductibles do you think you're doing? Just who are you, and why are you walking through my triage?
The officer over there asked me to help you. What do you need?
Well, that would be greatly appreciated. We need compression coils. The attack left more wounded than I have supplies for, plus a hefty amount of uranium poisoning. And the coils on our auto docks have worn out. Without them, they can't convert raw materials into the medicaments needed to help the soldiers heal.
So, new compression
As many as
coils.
you can. There's so much more work than I can handle. It's only by getting these 3 defunct auto docks back online that I can hope to save most of these folk.
Okay, where are 2?
Auntie dropped extra compression coils in pods from orbit to help our advance, but they landed everywhere. Though I heard some are in the no man's land between the battle lines.
Okay, mark my map.
Thanks, but please hurry. These folk ain't got much time.
Right, let's go. Skip through a minefield.
I don't wish that kind of suffering on anyone. Antis enough. Let's look for those coils.
Yeah. Let's also bear in mind that we are walking back into the middle of an active minefield. Oh, and don't forget the Ziranium gas in the area. Because, you know, that just adds to the woes. Okay, journal. Doctors Inside Borders. We need hazard gas. Right, 100 meters this way. Just need to watch where I'm stepping on account of, you know, the floor being partially made of explosives. Minor little inconveniences like that. It's, yeah, that is definitely the aesthetic they're shooting for here. Like you say, Ziranium instead of... Whoop. That worked. Okay. I find myself distinctly underwhelmed by shotguns in this game. Stabby. Oh, hi. Oh, wow. Okay, so this thing has a charge mechanism, but ye gods, it drinks ammo. Right. Let's see. Where'd I put the bio pistol? There it is. Yank. Distinctly unimpressed by the shotguns. Okay, compression coils. Looking good. What's making that beeping noise? Ah! Locate a beacon here. Do we have compression coils? Ah. Seriously? One? Okay, so they really did scatter every which way. Ooh. Yeah. Okay, slip into the grass. Ow, they're very keen on explosives. And we're good. Alright, looty, and there weren't any landmine explosions. Good. Yank. Now, what were the scrappers looking at? And more to the point, do they have any... mines? And, you know, compression coils. Careful, does it? Not much to note here, is there? Chips, long rounds. Ooh. Boink. Looks like this trench network connects back to the extractorium. Okay, fine. So we're going around in circles. Right, back into the trenches then. Let's go have ourselves a wander. 15 of these little gadgets needed, 14 still to find. How hard could it be? They've all got to have come down somewhere around here. Of course, the question of who scavved them in the meantime. Yeah. Not promising. Let's not step on the landmines. Or near the landmines. Or anywhere around the landmines, really. We check the journal. Enough compression cores drop pods scattered around. Also, it's the entirety of Golden Ridge that could have these. In short, they could be anywhere. But they should be near drop pods. Well, there's another marker over here. So, let's go have a looky. That's not a very helpful waypoint. Hang on, what's making that beeping? Sounds like a busted radio. Right, shield. Nope, ain't no good, and low levels of uranium poisoning's getting worse. Oh, hello, worm. Goodbye, worm. Drop pods came down all over, she said. Right, high ground. Can we see any more drop pods? It's not looking promising, is it? Okay, new plan. We'll amble back across no man's land. Try not to step on any landmines. And if we find a drop pod along the way, well, so be it. That's a lot of landmines. Hi. 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 Nobody, wow. Nobody really wanted the other side to maintain possession of their ankles, did they? Yikes. Yeah. Definite lack of anything else could be called one of Auntie's drop pods. Lots of other wreckage, but no drops. Well, he won't be needing them anymore. Ziranium Mega Mantis. No. No, I like living. I am very fond of living. Excuse me. Little bit of EOD. Okay. It's not exactly promising, is it? Given that we're practically over to the order lines and we barely saw another drop pod. This might be one. Oh, sod off. Not the most promising situation, is it? Right. Need to go west from Alexandria Station to get to the automechanical doctor. Arguably east following the river to get to the Ziranium manufactory. Alright, you know what? New plan. Track east 400 meters. Let's use the order trench line rather than, you know, continuing to gamble frivolously around in an active minefield.
I've had a conversation with our assigned seer about your repeated injuries. He suspects your right arm will need to be amputated in the coming weeks.
Oh dear.
Doctor, I haven't hurt my right arm. It's my left one that's been injured.
Well, yes, but that is only currently true. And I can only assess existing injuries. But they know.
Can we just skip the horrifying injury bit? It's a bit difficult to treat you for injuries. Oh, great. So now you've just terrified the guy by telling him that his right arm's about to come off. And yeah, that's lovely. Well, I'm sure he'll find that information to be absolutely harmless. Okay, southeast from here. Shouldn't be any landmines on this. Thank you. On this side of things, but you never know. Looks okay at the moment, though. Alright. To the Ziranium manufactory. Assuming I don't get mugged, sidetracked, horrifically murdered by anything. You know how these things go. Ooh, shiny. Can't use it, but shiny. Not that way. Oh, definitely not that way. Quick check on the visor. No, we're good. Okay, one Xyranium manufactory. Looks promising. Looks large. Looks like a great way to get shot at, doesn't it? Okay. Well, if they're unspeakable dangers, how do we know how to deal with them? Surely you'd want to have speakable danger so that you can tackle it. Am I overthinking things again? I'm probably overthinking things again. Okay, so whole facility's on lockdown. Front door looks pretty well jammed solid. We might need to find another way in. Refilling goop. Ooh, level 12 and profligate spender just paid some of its bits out. Hello. Let me just have a quick moment here. So lockpicking 4. Let's see. Speech 5 and medical 5, I think. Apply those. Confirm. Perks. Brand enthusiast. Force mechanics always drop crafting mats. Point blank artist. Minus. That could be useful. Bounty terms that have an option to immediately cash out bits by hacking into bank accounts, but you'll need to pull in a lot of XP to use it again. Machine guns, special weapons, survivors all slowly reload automatically, plus 50% magazine size. Yeah, could be worth it. Additional prime slot toxicity is minus 25% toxicity. That could be very useful. Yeah, let's go with minus toxicity. Drugs. Yes, it is a habit. Sometimes it pays off. Go away.
Manufactory 7 presently and for an indeterminate time is in lockdown. That means no external transmissions, no visitors.
Right. I have a writ of investigatory inquiry from Abbot Newell. Open up.
Wait, you have a writ? From the abbot? We don't have any means of... yes, they said they have a... yes, sir. This is Factor Metadier. Am I to understand you have orders from the abbot? Quite convenient for you. I have no way of verifying without allowing you entry.
Uh-huh.
Very well. Come inside and we'll see this sorted. Building on the left.
Thank you. Open. Thank you. Factor Metadier.
You're not getting down below until you talk to me. So, the abbot deigned to send someone whilst we're contending with all manner of emergencies, did he?
Yep.
And you've brought along your own rift cultist, I see. In case we required poor methodology and ample bloodshed.
Poor methodology? How dare you? Do you think ample bloodshed just happens by itself?
You can You can check my papers, but my team's my business, like it or not.
Surely. Far be it from me to question the irreproachable prudence of an enigmatic caller.
Well, exactly, it's irreproachable.
Sometimes I cannot fathom what goes through the abbot's mind, but your papers do seem to be legitimate. I will unlock the elevator so you can speak with Proctor Svoboda below.
Thank you.
I'll send word you're en route. But fair warning, I cannot predict what reception you will receive.
Great.
I expect your behavior will remain impeccable. As soon as I've seen to securing the facility, I'll be along straight away.
What in the void is going on here?
The recent attack may have originated from this facility, but I assure you it was not at our hand. We have no desire to resume open warfare with Auntie's choice. One of our transport pods, filled with Zeranium, was diverted toward, or more specifically at, their location.
I see. So if... Are you rehearsing a presentation?
I suppose I am mentally readying an oral report, despite a tragic dearth of visual aids, as we have potentially identified the culprit.
Go on.
And we have managed to corner the apparent perpetrator down below, which would be a good thing if they had not, somehow seized control of the manufactory operations.
Seems like a net negative, yes.
No, it doesn't add up particularly well, does it? Our suspect, one Initiate Alva, previously supervised launch controls. Though steadfastly maintaining her innocence, she has also barricaded herself in the operations control room below. A move not likely to allay anyone's suspicions.
Okay, so either it was her, or this is a reverse frame-up. Anything else go terribly wrong?
No, thankfully. Not yet, at any rate. Architect willing, that will be the last of it. Now, you'd best speak with our proctor. I admit,
yes,
to a reasonable degree, pleased you are on hand to corroborate current suppositions. May your query yield favorable results.
Favorable for who? That's the question. Okay, what have we got? Loot, random consoles. Okay, looks like we're heading downstairs. Oh, hello, Automech.
This unit's current work task takes priority.
Fine.
Evidently originated here. Transport pod full of Zeranium. Blue outpost opportunity to naught but tinges and flinders.
Wait, so has it been classified as an accident? Or an attack?
What I'd like to know is why our illustrious seer provided zero warning beforehand.
He has a point. All classes stealing. Okay, so they mine the Zeranium, stuffed into transport pods, and then launch the pods. Unfortunately, one of the pods might have come down. Yes.
At best. I mean, look at this mess. An explosion.
Well, running a manufacturing must require extraordinary
Hello.
What are you doing up here? How did you get past the gate?
Abbot Newell sent me.
Forgive me. All this business with the lockdown puts one on edge.
Can you tell me what happened?
Everything appeared routine at the time. We launch transport pods into space regularly. They get collected. The Zeranium we refine here is used for power. It wasn't until we heard the explosion that anyone knew anything out of the ordinary had happened. I ran a systems audit on the launch sequence afterwards. Just finished constructing a report on my findings, actually, if you'd like to hear it.
I want the complete report in excruciating detail.
Anomalous event caused by unknown factors. Transport pod M7, containing a full hold of refined Zeranium, bound for orbital platform Z9, received a priority reroute command. Latitude and longitude coordinates corresponded to the Auntie's Choice facility known as Outpost Opportunity. Altitude, however, matched 1,000 meters below sea level.
Who launched it?
A low-ranking scientician. Been here for years. Presumably, she's below in operations. Regrettably, that is all I know. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Okay, so transport pod launched, transport pod went up, transport pod came back down at extremely high speed. Which is pretty much what we already knew. Let's go talk to this Svoboda character. And possibly start looking for the double cross. Going down. Corrosion side effects reduce armor. Interesting.
Initiate Alpha, stand down. Relinquish control of this facility immediately.
Oh, my dear Proctor, you can't believe a low-level drudge like me is responsible for any of this.
You'd have us all believe you seized control to demonstrate your innocence. Wait, is this being broadcast?
Yep.
You're the one in charge here, Proctor Svoboda. Are you sure you didn't do something?
I demand your unconditional surrender at...
Oops.
Hello, Proctor? I'm pushing buttons over here now. Did I disconnect you somehow?
Okay, so she is seriously malcontent. Thank you. Unfortunately, it didn't actually detox me. Pity. What do we know?
Things have been a mite haywire.
A mite, yes. A tat, a touch, a mere trifle.
Yes,
Proctor.
Next on my list of lowest probability events, strangers sent by the Abbot, gallivanting about amidst a lockdown.
Hi.
They've been able to communicate beyond our walls. Might have saved you a trip. As I can successfully report, we have identified the responsible party.
You mean Initiate Alva?
A low-level subordinate, assigned here years ago. But I'm now realizing how little we actually know about her. A turncoat, no doubt. A sleeper agent from one of those secret enemy programs you're always hearing about.
Really? What makes you think she's a sleeper agent?
Within a beat of us hearing of the attack, Alva seized command of the system and locked herself in the control center. She then forcefully repelled several attempts to extricate her. 2 are dead already. Poor Jacobs lost a hand trying to pry free the outer doors. Why, she could destroy this entire place at any moment from in there. I implore you to stop her before she does so. I fear violence may be our only recourse.
You were arguing with her earlier. What about?
Fervent professements of innocence mostly. You know, exactly what you'd expect a secret traitress to claim. Dramatic attestations that grew quite animated. I suppose spies must build up a flair for histrionics. What with all that, hiding their identities and all. Then bursting forth like a pent-up arachnid. At any rate, I have work to do, and you have a saboteur to eliminate, yes?
Probably need to investigate a bit before murdering anyone.
Whatever for. We've already established her guilt. Failed to see the use, frankly. I suppose some limited nosing about before dispatching her wouldn't hurt. Presuming she doesn't kill us all in the meantime. I'll be in my office. Let me know once she's no longer a problem.
Of course. That can be dealt with, certainly. Alright, let's go have a rummage. Get as much background dirt as we can on both Svoboda and Alva. Bit cartridge. Workbench. Nothing much of use. Janitorial mets. Vending machine. Office of the Proctor. Hi.
I suppose I could spare 0.004% of my data cycle to say hello.
Hey. Nothing there, nothing there. No else to note there, just the Proctor. Okay, so she wouldn't leave the evidence lying around in the open in her office anyway, would she? Okay. Lots of crystals.
Which you described of arachnid's glycerin as slavering when it attacked. How much viscous fluid would you estimate was involved?
I don't know anything about the fluid's volume. Being attacked, I shot it. There's goo all over the spot it emerged. Measure that.
Opening where a dead arachnid. Okay. Scrutinize slime. Uneducated people may assume to be saliva or secretion. It's biological webbing. Right. Nice. Avoiding contact with the substance during any chance of secretion increase your likelihood of survival dramatically. Huzzah. Alright.
2 exemplars, dead as Pythagoras. No one's been inside operation since. Just a run-of-the-mill golden mean initiative.
Yeah.
You're disproving your own substantiation. Her actions prove otherwise, I'd contend.
Of course she's hiding something. You think those 2 exemplars just fell wrong? They're hardly prone to involuntary self-injury.
Investigator. Factor said head on in.
Hi. I'm gonna keep sniffing around a bit, if you don't mind. So she's locked herself in operations. Evaluational... Yeah, lockdown. Okay, we might have to... Scratch that, we will have to get in there at some point. It looks interesting. Alright. Game seems to want me to try the front door at operations, so let's try the side door at operations. Okay. High security access card, lockpick 8, neither of which I have. Hello? Alright. Appear to have been shot. Okay, what have we got? It appears the initiate was forced to fire on the other, who in turn shot him. That's interesting. So... mind control of somehow? But that's not really the order's thing, is it? Okay, other exit. Fine by me. Right, let's have a chat here. Oh! You ENIAC. Tut tut. The references. Hi.
Hello. A visitor. Who is it they're sending now? And who are you, dear? You're what? Some maverick for hire?
Nope.
No, I can see it now. Earth Directorate, yes? Like Commander Zane and that rascal Buddy. And who is that you brought with you? A friend. Another Earth Directorate agent, I see. Seems sad.
Is she talking about me?
Glorious dawn, I take it. Sensational look, dear.
Wow.
All this for me. Fear I hardly deserve such attention. This entire business is just a terrible misunderstanding.
How could you tell I'm from Earth Directorate?
I expect few in the Order know of you, but, well, I've kept to a role here that is purposely not very taxing.
Ah.
Others prefer calculations in their spare time. I have my stories. Between launches, I enjoyed serials, 2-bit dreadfuls, periodicals. I adore Zane and Buddy, even if they are considered contraband. You decidedly share their upright bearing. For the longest time, I didn't realize your organization actually existed. But here you are, well-timed and, no doubt, eager to help.
Of course. Right, I inspected the bodies of the guards you killed. That took considerable skill. Except I'm not sure she killed them. Eagerness and good timing are our calling cards in 6 months to 10 years.
Oh, you sounded just like Buddy, striving his best to resemble Commander Zane. The similarity was uncanny.
That took considerable skill.
Yes, that was terrible. I feel awful. Though technically speaking, they did kill each other.
Yeah.
I didn't mean that to happen. They came at me, weapons drawn. My own training just took over. You see, years ago, I attended an introductory course at the Physical Education Center. I earned top marks.
I see. You seem pretty competent for somebody who's still... well, she's deliberately slacking off at the initiate level, isn't she?
I've refused a few promotions over the years. Undemanding work provides me ample personal time for my stories. I enjoy speculative fiction.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make me suspicious?
Not to me, but I'm barely paying attention.
Okay. Say I'm inclined to believe you. What then?
Dear me, I wish I knew. But, actually, there may be a way you could gain answers here. The firing record should contain all relevant details regarding the launch. Why, yes, I could unseal access to the records repository for you, and open a path leading there. I'd be right grateful if you'd have a look. I swear I'm completely innocent of this heinous act they're accusing me of.
I'll take a look. Not promising anything, though.
All right, fair enough. Understood. Appreciate your help, dear. Please return when you have found something. Favor us against long odds.
Okay. This just got complicated. Now, the records repository. How do we get there? Answer. We go the other way.
May all your endeavors add to the equation.
And not subtract from it. Or possibly multiply, divide, factorialize, take your pick. Alright, records repository. Let's start getting some evidence. Property of the Protectorate. Books, books, books. Tutelary impact converter. This is all theft, unfortunately. But, most importantly, we have a terminal. Right. Okay, messages from tenured archivist Lolanda. Word of caution. Friendly mind that makes a 19.8% chance of coming face to cephalothorax with a arachnid of uncomfortable size and toothy disposition. Okay. Screaming flame was arms, so please be advised to weep silently during any chance unfortunate encounters. Well, I'm sure that will massively help the remaining 80.2% locate you before you are violently dismantled and eaten. Right, ongoing lab use concern. The services of the city have full access. As you know, not keenly aware, even mind the services will translate into laser time. So, Svoboda was shoving her nose into the lab and winding up the junior facility. Launch records. Records expunged. Please review backup physical records. Okay. So somebody deliberately erased the record. Right, where's the paper? That's curious. Paper records. Paper records? Where are the paper records in the repository? Not you. Not there, not there. Recheck. Launch records. Records expunged. Please review backup physical records. Okay. Next question. Where are the backup physical records? Excuse me.
You have a very Newton scholarly look about you.
Why, thank you. I think. The order acts as one. Remember, I is imaginary.
Always account for standard deviation.
Alright, let's have another chat.
Do so appreciate your help, dear.
Nothing else there. Okay, waypoint terminal is still leading me back here.
May circumstances proceed toward
Right.
intended results.
Further up, apparently. No way up here. What about... Nope. Right. Where am I going to find the backup physical record? Ah, examine. Here we are. The launch records consist of a number of instructions time-stamped. Light odor from the record. Yeah. Apply expertise, look closer. The records clearly show that initiate Alva launched the payload at opposite opportunity. It's possible that she fired the command, although the smell seems curious. Smell. Was it somebody else's? Wait, Pinnacle Tea comestible cigarette. Excuse me. There we go. Also, yoink. Comestible cigarettes or Pinnacle Tea? Does anyone else around here smoke comestibles?
Patrol's back, I hear. Don't see Auntie's being too dissuaded by that.
Alright.
Our oath directorate friend.
Factor Metadia, good to see you.
Well, hello. Have an update to share with Initiate Alva?
Hello. I've been conversing with Factor Matadier here while you were away.
Hi.
Understand you've met?
Yes, they witnessed me rather discomposed, I fear. Visions of Auntie's choice reprisal clouded my thoughts at the time.
Of course. You two seem unexpectedly cordial.
The Factor is less accusatory in his questioning than certain others, which I respect. Good manners cost nothing, I always say.
Troops now guard the entrance above. Our safety addressed, I have turned my attention to the cause of our situation here, and I have deemed it wise to investigate further. Do not let my position fool you. All within the Order are scienticians, and hence we seek the truth of any hypothesis based on evidence. The Proctor's accusation is no different.
Turn up anything else?
A recent security audit brought up several curious messages meant for an unknown party, sent from a terminal somewhere on the premises. We were unable to track down the whereabouts of this mystery terminal, but one message contained certain oblique references to placing blame. Nothing conclusive, yet enough to give me pause.
So we need to find that terminal. Yes. Records showed you fired the payload, but the paper smelled weird.
I'd say they've obviously been altered, dear. Fancy that odor you detected, a sign of chemicals used to affect the falsification.
Maybe.
Listen to me. What do I know about this sort of thing? I know I've watched too many Aetherwave serials. Suppose they fuel my fervent imagination. But still, even the most junior scientician knows the best explanation is one requiring the fewest assumptions. Ergo, I set the correct coordinates. Someone overrode them.
If that's true, that can't feel too great. Someone left you to pull the trigger.
There should be ample time for regret later, dear. For now, I'll admit the armchair investigator in me wonders about Proctor's svoboda.
Yeah, a bit too obvious.
Pulling her strings, perhaps. That's what investigators like you say, isn't it? Now, what you uncovered appears to imply two further avenues of inquiry. A Zeranium leak occurred moments after the launch. I imagine it may have been used as a diversion, allowing the culprit time to falsify the record. The overriding of the coordinates also deserves a look. Don't you think?
Okay, can we prove the launch resulted?
I can speak to the coordinate override, I believe. All commands are routed through the hub in central processing. If one meant to accomplish what you're suggesting, they would likely look to do it there.
I expect the Zeranium leak stemmed from alterations to the control boards and refinement logistics. I'd look for any signs of tampering that may point to the culprit.
I'd like to know more about who I'm working with.
Oh, I'm full of hidden depths, dear, but this isn't the time. Later, I promise. Anything you want to know, from my first science crush to my scientician aptitude test scores. All right. There.
Wow.
Once you've
How
been
much
here,
backdoor access has she got?
help us determine the responsible party.
I'll stay here and play for more time. If the Proctor sends anyone, I'll say I'm close to convincing you to surrender.
This is getting messier and messier because she plainly isn't just an initiate. So, and I guess she was sent to watch the Proctor? Deep cover agent, perhaps? And Materia knows about her, which is why he's covering.
Svoboda sure has it out for
Yeah.
Guess I would too if Alva had killed a bunch of my colleagues.
Yeah, I don't think it's that simple, Niles. Alright, going up. Let's see what we've got. Oh, that's blood. Yeah. Are we good? We are not good. Bonk. Reloading. Shield. Alright, and we are clear. And looting. Ooh, can we get this open? Yep, unjam door. Engineering skill, go. 2 bits of oil, a discreet tap, 1 prayer to the Omnisire, and a solid whack with a hammer. Hi.
Thank you kindly. I am decidedly in your debt. Anything you need? Anything I, a lowly archivist, can provide you, a heroic individual who is handy with doors?
Yes, I had a few questions.
Of course. I am now able to breathe easy and respond freely.
Where were you around the time of that attack on Outpost Opportunity?
I was in my cot doing advanced equations. After the explosion occurred, I rushed here to check my terminal. The door was creaky to open. I should have known it would lodge in place when it closed, but I was distracted by the disheveled state of the room and rushed inside.
What do you about Initiate Alva?
Works in operations, right? Always on about her stories. Wish I had time to watch serials and read all day.
Well, you two can slack off and secretly be far more competent than that.
Strange question, but yes. All commands path through the hub here. Through that wiring underneath that open floor panel in the back of the room, actually.
Ah, the exposed, probably tampered with. Did you examine that?
Well, in my professional opinion, looks like someone rerouted some commands from operations. Not sure which ones. Based on the sloppy state it was left in, I'd say they either barely knew what they were doing, or were in a rush, or both. Well, that's about everything I know about everything. Let you be on your way. Careful on your way out. Try not to be liquefied and subsequently devoured.
I've killed all the arachnids, don't you worry. Okay. Oh, scrap metal, right, what do we got? Patchwork array of switchboxes and cables. Obvious rewiring of cables here is noticeable. And look closer. The rewiring is reminiscent of how Alva took control of the doors in the operations office. But then again, if they're similar systems, yeah, that could be tricky. Yeah, a quick fill up with the autodock wouldn't hurt. Pity it doesn't do anything. Oh, it does cure zironium poisoning. Excellent. Right. Refinements, alteration of control boards in refinement logistics. I wonder. It would be a similar method of taking control simply because they're similar systems. Doesn't necessarily prove it was Alva. Mildly suspicious, but not proof. There's something up there. Bonk. Bonk. And... hello, blank cave wall. I feel slightly cheated. Alright, let's go have a look at the other location she sent us to. Oh, hang on, what's this? Activate safety reset for door. Really? I suppose there had to be a way if you didn't have the necessary skills to forcibly unjam the door. Yeah. Oh, hello, bug. Shield. Yoink. How about you shoot things instead? Reloading. Hi. Bounce. And... oh. People pick the oddest spots to sleep, don't they? What's along here? Nothing except a long drop and a quick death. How bored am I? Not that bored. Let's take the safe way round. Oh, hello. Messable cigarettes again. Huh. Fine. Okay. Gangdoon. Howdy, Penguin. So, thus far, we have some sabotage in operations. Except if the commands were rerouted. We can't tell which commands were routed, so Alva could have potentially set that up as a diversion. Reroute some commands to blow the air option. Excuse me, everybody. Thank you. Oh, and this door is now available. Okay.
She called me sad. I'm not sad. Just for the record.
Yeah. Oh, she's undoubtedly a covert agent of some kind. We just don't know who she's working for. Hi.
Ah, yes. Suppose you'll do. I'd been hoping an empiricist or assessor would amble by, but you appear reasonably apt.
Go on.
The uranium overflow venting has gone completely haywire.
I can see.
What else will this higgledy-piggledy nightmare of a day bring? I was ordered to keep watch until a specialist arrives. Might I entreat you to act in such a capacity? The control board to divert the flow of uranium is up yonder in refinery logistics. If so, I have something for your time and effort.
You're in luck. Well, I don't know whether I'm smart enough to figure out.
Well, as a fellow student of science, you'll be especially interested in what I have to offer.
Go on.
A pharmaceutical primer that, technically it poisons you a little, but also heals you quite effectively. Shut off the gas, it's yours.
All right, you've got yourself a specialist or a reasonable stand-in.
Why, this day may average toward the positive yet.
May deliberate endeavors beget expected results.
Yes, may they indeed. Right, let's go see what we can do with this unspecified dangers ahead. I think the wreckage constitutes a rather more specified danger, but there you go. Oh wow, this place really got trashed, didn't it? Excuse me. Bonk. Bonk. Definitely having those explosives. And yeah, shield is up. How do we get to the... Oh, goody. Looks like we're, jumping. Alright, shield up. Bounce, 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 run. That could have gone better. But we're through, that's the main thing. Can always find an auto dock and patch up later. Okay. Ah, auto dock, perfect, right. Vent Zeranium. And patch up. Right, did that work? Right, this control board allows you to update settings to the zone mode for the vent system. Make a lucky guess. Guessing at the pressure limits of radiant gas, this change required clearance. Okay, so the settings alterations needed somebody who had clearance for the lab, or at least could steal clearance for the lab. Now, running jump again, I think. Unless... Oh, hang on. What's down here? We need to find those message terminals. I think that's going to be the killer bit of evidence we have. Right, bad knees. Years spent crouching have really done a number of knees. They ache and squeak. But as long as you stay crouched, you can... No, I think I like my knees, thank you. My knees are just fine. Right, run. Jump. Pray. Okay. Well, if nothing else, a career in athletics will be available by the time I'm done. Right, let's head back. This way. Have a look at this side pipe while I'm here, just in case there's something of interest. Boink. Nil of note. And we're good.
You're back. I see my choice in you was well-founded.
You're welcome.
Uranium overflow venting has returned to a non-haywire state, and my internal levels of disquietude have lessened along with it.
Right, maybe you can help me with some answers then.
With the leak abated, I am fully prepared to be peppered with queries.
Yeah, thank you. Right, am I correct to do the leak right after the attack?
You mention it, yes. I recall I was worried about one crisis, and my mind was completely occupied by this other crisis nearby. I must admit, I haven't given the attack a single thought since. I do hope everyone's okay. Not much. Keeps to herself mostly, or that is entirely. Like all of us, she resided in the barracks 15 degrees to the northeast from here.
Might want to toss the barracks when we're done. Do you see anyone lurking about?
You mean just after the attack occurred? I was in a state of anxiety at the time, and, well, I'm sure you're aware higher levels of cortisol can impede the encoding of memory.
Indeed. Best be on my way.
Greatly grateful you were helpful and effective. Farewell. This card will allow you into our humble little research lab. It's right past operations. Can't miss it. Unless you do. The pharmaceutical primer I mentioned is inside on display.
Ah, high security excellent. Perfect. So that's the card we needed to get past those locked doors. Just past operations. Yeah, that makes sense. Right, so need to toss the barracks, talk to Alva and Metadier. Indeed. High security access card, there we go. Oh. Okay, one mag pit, some canid fins, a lot of bits, excuse me. Yoink. Zoop. And are you important? No. Pity. Oh well. Let's go have another chat here. Or actually, we'll come back. Practical rebreather. Shit, so where's this pharmacy device? Dragoon armor? Huh. Well, I appreciate all the shinies, but I haven't found this new primer. Maybe it was back in this one. Or maybe not. Or maybe that's another door the high security card opens. Right, let's see. Hello again. Still sealed. Right. For the anything?
Returned already. I'm sure Alva will be interested in what you learned.
Why, we were just talking about you.
Or specifically, potential implications for a multitude of troubling scenarios, based on probable results of your investigation, downstream outcomes, and such and the like.
Order is always calculating something. But please, tell us what you discovered.
Someone rerouted the launch coordinates and pushed processing past tolerances.
That you found evidence that the coordinates were rerouted is definitely something. Would be an odd step for Alva here to take, except perhaps to throw blame elsewhere.
I admit I had the knowledge to cause the leak, but not the authorization. Svoboda has clearance, but not the know-how.
So are they working together? You seem like you've drawn a conclusion.
I'm sufficiently certain our proctor is conspiring with an outside party. So I'm coming out now. She's going to tell me who she's working with. Then I'm going to kill her.
Yes! This is definitely taking a turn more to my liking.
Thank you, Azza.
You're going to what? Our investigation, it's unfinished. And you're an initiate. What are you talking about?
Oh, I see you two thought you were proving my innocence. No, you were helping identify my target. I'd advise you dears to help or stay out of my way. Proctor Svoboda needs to pay for her actions.
The evidence doesn't prove she was guilty, and you clearly aren't telling us everything.
Yes, I concur. That may be the only part of this that seems certain. You are far more capable than some back manufacturing button pusher. Who are you, really?
I am a dedicated agent of the Order, but no, dear. My name is not Miriam Alva. I am Marisol Delgado, formerly of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection.
That group was just a story to scare novice scienticians. Next, you're going to be telling me you're... Wait. It is you, isn't it? The one they called the Endpoint.
Wish I had a cool code name.
Monikers place a target on your back. Handy, so you don't have to hunt down those who've wronged you.
Yeah, that's not normally how it works, Azza, but I'll take your word for it. And what's the Department of Preemptive Causal Reading? Basically, they were the Black Ops group. How long have you been here undercover?
I arrived decades ago to lie low after a difficult assignment. More than that, I have nothing to speak on at present.
Okay.
Rumors about your department. They said anyone who might delay the equation being solved disappeared. If there are any hints of truth to that, I find it severely at odds with Order tenets for balancing efficiency with humanity.
This is hardly the time for a history lesson or debate, I'm afraid.
She's right. Time to make a decision.
That you are who you are, and are standing right, and have been here for years. It's all much to digest. I suspect your methods are not my own, nor the Order's, as I know it. And I fear your intentions.
Wow, speech 8. Wow. Right. So do I, and I haven't seen enough proof to determine who is guilty or innocent here.
It's sweet that you think you can stop me, but I'll elucidate this for you. At this point, You'll either need to trust me or back that worm Svoboda. That ridiculous little functionary upended my existence. For 20 years I was Alva. It wasn't a good life I had here, but it was quiet. It was mine. It wasn't hers to take.
This would mean standing against a member of the Order. A mid-ranking one, at that.
Let's force the Proctor to reveal who she's working with or without your help.
I cannot be party to this, but neither shall I stand in your way.
A wise calculation, my friend. Good thing you showed up when you did. You saved me from having to kill everyone here.
Always happy to save lives. Is there anything else?
Svoboda has much to answer for. Let's go see that she does.
Yep.
What's this? What are you doing here? Come to surrender, I take it.
After decades keeping this identity, your inexpert blundering has rendered it obsolete.
Oh.
I am Marisol Delgado, former head intercessor of the Order. This would be an ideal time to confess everything before you die.
You can't possibly be party to all this. Not with her vast misdeeds so readily apparent.
Our investigator has definitively determined my innocence following a thorough investigation.
If she doesn't talk.
Wait, you can't possibly believe this balderdash. This is all nothing more than a flagrant example of artifice and bunco. An elaborate song and dance from an admitted imposter.
Enough, traitor. You made your play. You lost. No more deception. No more lies. Time to pay what is due.
No, wait,
Well, we did need questions.
That concludes a thoroughly distasteful business.
Nice in there. Zane and Buddy would be proud.
What a nice and thoughtful thing to say, dear. Best search her office. Someone clearly was pulling her strings.
Well, you sure cut them. That was breathtaking. And hilarious. Oh, what artistry! What subterfuge!
Before anybody notes this, however, let's just dispose of that. Right, time to have a rummage of the office. Bit, book, console.
Left her terminal on.
Ooh, handy.
Maybe it holds some sign of who she was working for.
Okay, rubbish bin. Unexpected file commence message recovery from Abbott Newell. Actually, I value your sagacity because supervisory matters. Surely one should not consider submitting a promotion. Speaking hypothetically, so she was talking with Newell about the seer again. They're all guilty of something, Penguin. Yeah, they probably are. Right, and oversight control, unlock toxic effluvium repository access. Oh, it sounds like a fun place. Right, so... One had a close colleague, a friend, even his diligence appears to have slid his calculation. So Newell wants to... Or is the Abbott trying to do this case? We need to go check out the toxic effluvium repository before we go.
The terminal unsealed the effluvium repository. That's traditionally off limits. Ideal spot to hide something. We should take a look.
Let's go then. Hi, don't worry about the Proctor. She's indisposed permanently. Right, one toxic effluvium repository. Ooh, shinies. And poke. The place will, of course, be full of toxic effluvium. And probably things that live near toxic effluvium. And why am I detected? Oh, hello, Elsa. Right, clear here, clear here. Oh. Loot, loot. Looty, looty, loot. Okay. Pop. Well.
Runoff chemical sludge. It's been renovated, I see.
Yeah, it has.
Go ahead. You should have the honors.
Ziranium Ray. For use in charging automechanicals only. Unapproved use may cause every capillary in the body to erupt simultaneously. Sounds like fun. Right, let's see what we've got. From not unidentified subject to your orders. The attack on the outpost was meant to reignite an active line between both artists trusting the orders. Cooperate with the Earth Direction agent. Insofar as does not lead back to us. Contingency plans. It reads we are on contingency plan A467. Further instructions issued time in my predetermining. Okay. Scientician unspecified. Right.
Proctor's efforts appear part of a larger scheme.
Yes. And I'm pursuing the head of the conspiracy, Augustine de Vries.
Ah, of course. I should have assumed you had a greater purpose here.
You're right, can't tell if you're shaken or euphoric right now.
This whole affair reminded me of the old days. The blood, the secrecy, the calculations and intrigue. Been trying to tell myself I didn't miss it. But in action, I fear, ill suits me. I have some unfinished business I need to get back to. I could use help from an operator like you. Believe my specific skills could benefit your efforts as well. I'd propose a strategic partnership. You help me, I help you. What do you say?
Help someone like you with mysterious unfinished business? How could I say no?
Good. It's a little crowded here, though, isn't it?
Yeah, Asa, back to the ship for a bit.
Don't leave me waiting there too long, Commander. I get restless when my blades dry too long.
Don't worry, we'll go hunt down your abbot soon enough.
Well then, I am quite ready to leave this place.
Indeed. So, we have unmasked our conspirator. The abbot is being more and more suspicious. Yes. Ooh.
Due to the Earth Directorate operatives' continued meddling, we must increment our timetable by a factor of hours, not days. Accordingly, our forces have taken over the monastery. Those I predetermined to be resilient to reason have been executed. The rest should not cause us trouble. I have locked the lift to prevent the agent from reaching the monastery, but the following code will grant you access. 34145. I will continue my work from here, supplying Augustine with everything she needs for our plan to succeed, and delaying the agent as I'm able to. May the results of our actions today secure a more prosperous tomorrow for our sacred order.
That snake.
Well...
involved too? If he ain't, he's in for a rude awakening. We should get ourselves back to the monastery.
Yeah, we should. Well, that answers our questions about Sir Wiley's loyalties, doesn't it? Okay, back to the monastery. Let's go. And, oh, hang on, why is this suddenly hostile? Shush. Shush. Quiet little mechanicals. Why is everyone here suddenly hostile? Hello? Are you going to object to my existence? No, we're fine. We're fine. Right. Metidier.
I realize you didn't receive the most welcome of receptions here.
I understood then and I understand now.
Well, regardless, I recognize you've done right by us here
today.
Yay! And I appreciate your efforts.
Thank you.
May fate and fortune converge.
Indeed. So, next time, we're off to the monastery. What could possibly go wrong there, beyond, you know, violence? Lots and lots and lots of violence. Well, back to the abbot, learn his secret and shake him up for it. And we'll see how it goes from there. But things on the Golden Ridge are coming to a head. I will see you all tomorrow. Until then, have a good one and farewell.